Imagine attending a funeral, people crying, soft music playing, a framed photo of the dead woman sitting at the front. But suddenly, a car pulls up outside. The door opens, and the dead woman walks in, alive. People scream, chairs fall. And the man who ordered her death? He freezes like a ghost, just walked in. This is the unbelievable true story of Noela Rocundo, the woman who showed up to her own funeral after her husband paid hitmen to kill her. Today, we are looking into betrayal, survival, and one of the craziest comebacks ever recorded. Noela and her husband, let's call him B, had been together for 10 long years. They lived in Melbourne, Australia. From the outside, they looked normal, a simple couple trying to build a good life. But inside B's head, something was boiling. He became suspicious, jealous, possessive. He convinced himself that Noela was cheating or planning to leave him. No evidence, no proof, just fear and insecurity. And instead of talking to her, instead of asking questions, instead of going to therapy or even ending the marriage, B chose option C, hire hitmen to kill her. Noela often traveled back to her home country, Burundi, to visit family. B knew this. He used it. He secretly contacted some criminals in Burundi and paid them the equivalent of $4,500 to murder his wife the next time she visited. To him, it was simple. Let her return home. Let the hitmen do the job. And he stays in Australia, innocent, crying fake tears. For months, nothing happened. Life felt normal. Until one day, fate opened the door. Noela received painful news. Her stepmother had passed away back home in Burundi, so she packed her bags and flew back to attend the burial. After the funeral, she returned to her hotel, emotionally drained. She stepped outside just to breathe some fresh air. And then, a man appeared from the shadows. He pushed a gun into her face and whispered, "If you scream, I'll shoot." 2 more men dragged her into a car. She was sandwiched between them, guns pointing at her ribs. They blindfolded her and drove for 30 minutes. Noela had no idea her nightmare had just begun. They took her into a building, tied her to a chair. And then the leader of the group walked in. He asked her, "What did you do to make your husband want you dead?" Noela froze. Her brain refused to accept the question. "My husband? B? Never. He loves me." The leader laughed. Then he pulled out his phone, put it on speaker, and dialed B. When B picked up, the leader said, "We have your wife. What do you want us to do?" And Noela heard it, her husband's voice. Cold, calm, killer. Her heart broke into 1,000 pieces. She passed out from shock. When Noela woke up, she was still tied to the chair. The leader returned and said something surprising. "We're not going to kill you. We don't kill women and children." He explained that they would keep B's money, but they wouldn't harm her. Instead, the hitmen decided to play B. They called him again and demanded an extra $2,200 to finish the job. And B, without hesitation, paid again. He even sent the money through Western Union. After receiving it, the leader called him back and said, "The job is done. Your wife is dead." And B believed it. Meanwhile, Noela was still alive and still being held captive. After 2 long days, the leader returned. He handed her an envelope containing the Western Union receipts, a memory card with all the evidence, proof B paid for her death. Then he gave her one last message: "Go and tell other women like you what happened." They dropped her on the side of a quiet road and drove away. Noela stood there, alive, but shattered. Noela flew back to Melbourne quietly. Meanwhile, B was living his best evil life. He told friends and family that Noela died in a tragic accident in Burundi. He organized a memorial service at their home. People gathered. They wore black. They lit candles. They cried for Noela. And then, a car pulled up outside the house. Everyone turned. The car door opened, and Noela stepped out alive. People screamed. Some almost fainted. B stood there, as if he had seen a ghost. Noella walked straight to him and said, "Surprise! I'm still alive." B's knees almost gave out. His plan had failed in the most dramatic way possible. Noella didn't scream. She didn't attack him. She didn't break down. She calmly went to the police, showed them all the evidence: the voice recording, the Western Union receipts, the memory card, the hitman's testimony. Police arrested B the same day. In court, B couldn't deny anything. He pleaded guilty to incitement to murder. The judge sentenced him to 9 years in prison. Not enough for what he tried to do, but justice, at least, was served. Noella is alive today, stronger, wiser, and her story has become a warning to many women. Sometimes the person who shares your bed is the person planning your death. Her courage turned her from a victim into a survivor with one of the craziest true crime stories ever told. Subscribe for more shocking true crime stories.